everybody? Welcome to CSBA. It is Tuesday night ACC action. How's everybody doing? I'm David, joined in the booth by Firebird. What's going on, my friend?
Oh, you know, the usual.
Yes,
Ready
sir.
for some CSBA action.
Yes, sir. It is going to be a good one, no doubt. Pretty excited about it. And, Syracuse and Louisville, these two teams have played quite a bit, several close games. What are you looking for in this game?
Honestly, I'm looking to see how Louisville bounces back after that win they had last week.
Yeah, absolutely. Syracuse and Louisville, like I said, always close games. Syracuse in general, they know how to keep the games extremely close. And so I'm expecting another close one here. Can't wait to see it. But it's conference tournament time, which means we are right around the corner from none other than March Madness, Firebird.
I can't wait. I've been looking forward to it all year. I'm looking forward to my second consecutive year of watching it from the couch.
I hear you. Well, let's get ready. We got tip-off coming up, Firebird. Syracuse, Louisville, and here we go. Louisville winning the opening tip, and Slasher going to come up with the ball first. Let's see what Louisville has drawn up right away. Slasher's at the top of the key. It looks like he wants to play some ISO on Charlie Banks. Passes over to Yost. Yost to Starks. Starks trying to drive. Pushes back out. And he's going to keep going in. And that was a dangerous play because he got blocked. And here comes Syracuse.
Not the start you want.
No, it's not. But a beautiful dunk right there. Wow. No, it is not high school. I have changed the title not once but twice, but it won't change, so I apologize. Slasher for a long-range mid shot, but not able to get it to fall. Lockhart with the rebound. Pushes up.
This is definitely not the start you want if you're Louisville.
No, it's not. They need to get a stop here. Not able to. Right now, Syracuse up 4-0. If I'm Louisville, I'm probably not going another possession or two without scoring until I call a timeout.
I would have called a timeout after the last one.
Absolutely. Out of bounds, Louisville will get the ball back, kind of reset here. Let's see what they got ready to go. They do not want to go another empty possession, no questions asked. Parker going to inbound. Oh, what is he waiting for? I am not for sure what just happened. He had a wide open guy. Slasher for three, and bang! Nice three for Louisville.
You can question the methods, but you can't question the results.
I mean, I guess that is fair enough. Don't know what happened, but Wilkerson with the rebound. Yost pushing up. 1-on-2. He's going to step back. Yost going to get fouled. Not able to get the basket, but he will go to the free throw line. I feel like tradition, I should mispronounce his name.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I mean, every other person I know butchers his name, and I continually have to type into chat, Yost like toast. So, anyhow.
Dr. Yost.
Yeah, Yost. Yost is at the free throw line. But here we go. So Yost,
Yost
looking to tie the game up, 4-4 possibly, and he makes the first free throw. Clutch shooting right there by Yost, 4-4. And here they go. Louisville has a chance to get their first lead of the game. What about these uniforms? I haven't seen these Louisville uniforms, and they are sharp.
I've never seen these. I really like them.
I probably would have ran them all last year if I would have had them. And Yost with making 2 of 2 on free throws. And just like that, Louisville Cardinals have a 1-point lead. And Syracuse, Charlie Banks bringing it up. Going to try to get Q's right back in this game. The spin move by Banks.
This is exactly who you want taking it to the basket.
Absolutely not able to get the shot to fall. Wilkerson with the rebound. It looked like maybe Banks traveled a little bit, but they didn't call it. And Louisville not able to hit their shot. Snyder with the rebound. I think they need to take a little bit more time in their shots. They're rushing their shots. Down low to Snyder. Snyder with the two-handed slam.
Ooh.
What a dunk by Snyder.
Put Parker on a poster.
Absolutely. Here comes Starks bringing the ball up. Starks passes over to Slasher. Want to see Slasher get involved. Slasher driving, and Slasher passes it out to Parker for long mid-range shot, and he gets it to fall. Louisville clicking up 7-6 all of a sudden.
It's the clip you need if you're Louisville. That was a beautiful play.
It was. Snyder down low, spin move on Yost, and he gets that spin move to drop. Beautiful shot right there.
This is a real animated game so far.
It really is, and here we go. Louisville bringing the ball right back up top again. Starks looks like he wants to do a lot of ISO. Passes a Slasher. Slasher driving. Slasher passes out to Starks. Starks for three. And not able to get to fall. Lockhart with the rebounds. First time I've mentioned his name tonight. And Banks up top. Lots of pressure. Alley-oop to Snyder. And a beautiful,
yikes,
beautiful application for the State Farm assist to the game. I mean, our first time out, Firebird, what are you seeing so far?
I'm seeing a lot of tick-for-tat player.
Yeah, I mean,
I really don't know what else to call it. Every time one of them does something big, the other one has something to answer.
Yeah, it has been amazing. I mean, wow. You got to love games like this. And you got to hope that this continues because, I mean, it's fun seeing these close games like this.
Absolutely. And this is what puts butts in seats, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see if both these two teams can keep it up. And let's see what happens as we're going to move through this timeout now. And I tried for a third time to set the title. And no success. So anyhow, so here we go. Louisville inbounding the ball. Syracuse up 10-7 after a nice couple dunks by Syracuse. Snyder's been a big-time player for him. And here's O'Shea. O'Shea going to have to pass out. Picked up the dribble. Pass to Parker. Parker up top of the key. Get the screen from O'Shea. He moves around, but he has to pick up his dribble. Great defense by Q so far. Deedle with the ball. Deedle driving. Nowhere to go. But an alley-hoop to Wilkerson. What a dunk. And here comes Banks bringing the ball up. You still there, Firebird?
Yes, I am.
Man, that dunk by Wilkerson was beautiful. All right, here we go. Louisville with the ball. They're down 12-9 right now. Deedle with the drive gets blocked. Banks going to bring it up. He's pushing the ball fast. He's going to stay outside the key, though. Gets around Lockhart's screen.
I'm calling a deep two.
Yeah, well, maybe Salmon's back to Banks. Banks might go for the three. We know Banks likes to shoot. Uh-oh, Banks almost loses it. 3 seconds to Snyder. Snyder's got to throw it up. Not able to get it to fall. Salmon's with offensive board in the putback. Great recovery by Syracuse.
I can't get over these Louisville units.
Yeah, there are different Glades for three. Did they get? I believe they gave him a three. Yeah, they gave him a three. Beautiful shot by Glades. The head coach stepping in right there. 12-14, forcing Syracuse to take a timeout. What a first quarter we have. I appreciate each and every one of you in the stream so far. It's been a fun one. No questions asked. I hope the audio is doing good for you guys. I know sometimes I have those issues and I apologize, but hope everything's going good for you guys. Hope you're enjoying this. This is ACC conference play. And Firebird, we're going to let this run for just a second because it is conference time. I mean, what are you looking for in the ACC conference?
I'm looking for Louisville to pull an upset here. I don't know why. I feel like with Jesus' big win last week, I like an underdog. I've always liked an underdog.
I agree with you. And we're going to see what happens. And we're going to finish this time out right here. Syracuse will be inbounding the ball, a 2-point lead. Let's see what they got drawn up. Coach C. Webb, one of the best coaches in the league, one of the best game planners. So we'll see what he has here. Harden passes down to Boogie, backs to Harden. Harden at the top of the key. A long two and gets it to fall. Beautiful shot. Glades bringing up Rusty. I appreciate that. Great analysis. Absolutely, I agree. Glades with the ball, trying to get around the screen there. Bridges set. Dito for three. And Dito gets the three to fall. Beautiful shot by Dito. It's 15-16. Syracuse up by 1. And here goes Syracuse. Down low to Shine. Shine going to post up. And gets fouled. Doesn't get the shot to foul, but Fox does foul him. And Shine will go the line for 2. So far, a very well contested game. I mean, both these teams, neither of them letting the other one really take off. They're competing, they're fighting. It's a blast.
It's exactly what you want to see in conference play.
Absolutely. You know, Rusty, you're more than welcome to join if you want to show us what great analysis is, Rusty. We'd love to have you. And Shine makes the first free throw, 17-15. Coach Spider Webb, see Webb in the Twitch chat saying, let's go Q's. I know we got Coach Misfits from Louisville in here. Both these coaches representing their teams, hoping for this first round win in the conference tournament. Well, come on, Rusty, I don't care. You can join.
Yeah, what's the harm?
Dito bringing the ball up. Top of the key. I thought he was going to go around the screen from Bridges, but Bridges doesn't set it, but Bridges gets down low and gets a nice basket right there. Great job by Dito to find Bridges down low. A 2-point basket. It's 1-point game yet again. I mean, just back and forth. Pass down to Shine. Shine going to try to post Fox up. He puts it up. Not able to get to fall. Glades with the rebound. Glades pushing the ball. He's got room. And a beautiful one-handed layup by Glades. And just like that, Louisville has taken the lead. They are up 19-18. Time for Syracuse to respond.
They're kind of shooting lights out, too, 64%.
Shine and Fox, that seems like a matchup that Coach C. Webb really wanted. We're seeing quite a bit of that. Wilson with the ball up top, passes over to Harden. Harden for three, and bang! Nice three by Harden, and he didn't have to travel like James Harden. He just caught and shoot. Timeout,
That's
Louisville.
A good timeout.
Oh, great timeout. 21-19, 140 left in the first quarter. Firebird, talk to me, man. What does Syracuse need to do if they want to try to separate themselves from Louisville right now?
They really need to capitalize on what was working for the first few minutes of the game. They need to make sure their shots are coming down and not letting Louisville take the ball and a rebound.
I agree. You know, what about Louisville? What do you think Louisville needs to do to be able to get that lead and maintain it?
I really think Louisville needs to tighten up their offensive rebounds. They have a tendency to let the ball go after a shot.
All right, well, we're going to see if they agree with you. And here we go. We're going to finish this first quarter off. Bridges will be inbounding for Louisville. Bridges into Glades.
That was what I was looking for. Yeah.
And Glades loses the ball. And Harden with a nice drive, but doesn't get it to fall. Bridges with the rebound. Louisville got lucky there.
Welcome to the show, Yeezy.
Glad to have you here, my friend. And there's Fox with a beautiful take. A nice, simple two-handed slam, but he made a statement with that one. Beautiful job. You know, that's the former head coach of Louisville, Crackback. He was the original head coach. Great guy, and been a part of that program for a long time. And there's Syracuse with the three-pointer. And here we go again. Dito bringing the ball up. Passes down to O'Shea. O'Shea out to Glades. Glades in the corner to Fox. Fox has got nowhere to go, but O'Shea sets a screen. He steps off, and bang! A beautiful three by Fox. That was a great play. That's one of those you draw up. It works absolutely perfect. And here we go. Syracuse with the ball. Down low to Shine. 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Shine on Fox, trying to make something happen. Passes out to London. Out to Harden for three, and just like that, Harden with another three. I believe that's his second one of the quarter already. Louisville will have to shoot. They got 1 extra second left, so they will have to shoot before time expires. Who takes a shot if it's you, Coach?
If it's me, I'm putting it in Glades' hands. He's been the one that's been doing the best.
Well, Deedle for three, not able to get to fall. O'Shea with the offensive putback and doesn't get that to fall, but a great opportunity. And that is the end of the first quarter. And just like that, I would like to welcome old Coach Rusty Fields to the broadcast booth with us. He has joined us. We're going to give you guys a special 3-man booth tonight. How you doing, Coach Rusty?
I'm doing great. Thanks for inviting me up here. It's always fun.
Oh, absolutely. It's fun having 3 people in the booth. I personally like it. Some people are not a fan of it, but I like it myself. So here we go. What's your thought on the first quarter so far?
It's been great so far. I don't really know why, but it's been pretty decent. They've been making a lot of shots, some good defense. Always tough ACC action.
Oh, absolutely. ACC is a battle for sure. Well, here we go. 27-24. Syracuse up by 3. Harden with a couple three-pointers towards the end of the first quarter helped give them a little bit of a boost there. He's got the ball again, passes down to Shine. Shine on Fox has been a big-time matchup tonight, and Shine with a beautiful take.
Shine, such an offensive player, one of the better ones on this Q's team. He's been around for a while, too.
He has, and Slasher has the ball for Louisville. Passes off to Fox. Fox loses it. Yost tried to save it. It's a battle. And here we go. Louisville, Starks for Louisville, able to get it. 6 seconds left, 5. They're going to have to throw up a shot. Slasher for 3. And bang! What a play. Great job by Louisville to recover. What do you think of that hustle there, Rusty?
A great shot, great hustle to get the ball for one. It's not good to lose it, but good job recovering it. Then just putting up the shot. Slasher, he's so good. As there's a shot put up there, foul.
Yep. And it's funny, Harden definitely has the Harden beard.
Yeah.
Firebird, are you back running full steam again?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Very good. So Harden with a nice take there. I didn't see much of a foul myself, you guys. I'm not going to critique
I didn't
these
even
judges
see it
too bad.
on the camera there.
So
On the
29-27. Syracuse a 2-point lead, 7 minutes. So Rusty, we asked Coach Firebird at the end of the first, if you're Louisville, what are you doing different to try to separate yourself in this game?
Well, you need to start playing some defense. Syracuse with 30 already. It's kind of high, a bit high scoring. It's not too bad, but we need to lock down, get some rebounds, and try to get some stops. Offensively, they're doing fine. I'd like to see them keep that up.
All right. And Harden makes the first free throw, extends their lead to 3 points. Misfit says, terrible call, Zebra. All right.
I agree. We need to send him back to Foot Locker.
Well, here goes Harden for a second free throw, and he capitalizes. So whether you agree with the call or not, Syracuse able to get 2 more points, extend their lead to 5. And right now, Slasher bringing the ball up for Louisville, being guarded by Harden, which is probably going to come out as next dead ball. He gets the Yo sets a screen. Slasher steps back and gets the mid-range, but does not get it to fall.
I have it on pretty good authority that Wire does actually go to Foot Locker to find new referees.
Okay. Well, you guys heard that here. Yeah, it sounds like we have a CSBA insider reporter going on over here. But Slasher with the ball, spin, mid-range shot, and rattles in and out. His last 2 shots have been pretty, but they've rattled out. Lockhart with the ball, passes to Sammons. Sammons nowhere to go. Starks all over him. Passes over to Lockhart down low, being guarded. Passes out to Harden. Back down to Lockhart. Lockhart with a left-hand shot, not able to get it to fall. And Yost, as some people like to say him, with the rebound, down low to Slasher. Slasher, again, the shot rattles out.
Man, just can't make anything out.
Do we need to call an official timeout and have that rim checked? That's 3 in a row for Slasher.
Here, I thought I was the one with the insider knowledge. I don't know.
And great job by Snyder. He got his own board, not able to get it to fall, but the hustle to get his own miss. And here comes Louisville Slasher with the ball. Wilkerson going to try to set the screen on three guys. That didn't work. Double team. Slasher's got to get rid of the ball.
This is not who I want with
I'd
the
like
ball
to see
right
him
now.
pass.
Yeah, over to Starks. Starks for mid-range, and Starks gets it to fall. That was a nice shot.
Slasher's been pretty ball dominant. Last few drives, not good at all. But they double teamed him there, then he finally passed it off, and good things happened.
Yeah, I mean, and Starks, great job to force Syracuse into that and to make them pay for the double team.
I mean, it's fine if a player wants to Kobe the ball, but if you're going to Kobe the ball, at least play like Mama, right?
And Harden with a beautiful take by Harden. He has really stepped up his game tonight. You know, he's not one of the names that you think is going to be a big-time player for Syracuse, but he's really kind of carried the team tonight.
That's something Syracuse needs, because we all know about Banks and Lockhart. To have Harden step up, that's great.
And there's Harden with the steal, the pass, and Snyder with the dunk. Snyder and Harden trying to make sure their name gets called for the State Farm assist of the game.
Snyder and Harden definitely aren't the names I thought were going to dominate this game.
Well, they are for sure, though, and a missed shot. They tried to get the dunk, not able to get it. Salmon's driving over Starks, and one. What a shot, though. How acrobatic was that?
I'm starting to think that he could literally fall down and it would still go through.
I mean, that was wild. And here comes Banks. Banks is going to come back in, and Harden is still out there. That's kind of a shocker that they're keeping Harden out there as long as they have been.
And when you got the hot hand, you got to keep them going. And have a 10-point lead with Banks on the bench, that's definitely good signs for the Orange.
It is. I mean, it's kind of crazy. And here goes Salmon, try to convert the and one. And there it is, a pretty free throw right there. So 11-point game. Louisville's got to make something happen. Slasher's got to pass the ball. You see, it's cold. And there's a perfect timeout. You don't want another possession without a basket, so great job. Coach Firebird, what are your thoughts on Louisville right now? What's changed? Because it went from being really close to Louisville got cold. What happened?
I think a lot of the things I was saying that they were weak in, they didn't really correct. And a lot of their shooters went cold here in the second quarter. You had Slasher trying to dominate the game and came up short on 3 consecutive drives. That's going to kill any momentum your team has.
It is, and here we go. Let's see what Louisville drew up. Parker going to inbound. Passes over to Wilkerson. Wilkerson to back out to Parker. I do like the movement I'm seeing by Louisville. And a beautiful spin move by Parker. Not able to get it to fall, but does get the foul on Lockhart.
And shout out Firebird. Here I am saying you don't have any analysis, but that was a good one there.
Thank you.
I don't know why he said that, just for the record. I don't know why.
Hey, every blind squirrel finds a nut, right?
I mean, every now and then they announce that there's been a winning ticket sold in the lotto.
Yeah.
So here we go. Parker going to try to hit the free throw. He hits the first one. Back to a 10-point game. Deedle getting ready to check in for Slasher, and I think that might help Louisville out. Deedle is a more pass-first type guy. Slasher's a shoot-first.
And I know we're knocking Slasher, but when he gets hot, that is deadly. But just unfortunately hit a few bad shots, then Syracuse really played good defense on him. But you can't let him get open looks and shoot around like he was.
Yeah,
There we go. I was waiting for you to get. It's all fun and games when a player is behaving like that and doing what they need to do, but when it's not connecting, it's It's painful.
Now look at that Snyder, 14 points already, you guys. Snyder's been big time. And Deedle driving and not able to get shots fall. I said he was a pass first guy. Now he's going to try to take some shots. Deedle not able to guard Banks.
As long as they come down.
And Harden is still out there. Banks, the beautiful pass to Harden down low. Harden has played, I think, this entire second quarter.
I think that's true. I don't know that I've seen him come off.
No, he came in at the end of the first, and Deedle loses the ball, and right there, Syracuse gets the ball back. Something about that position. Now Deedle is struggling just like Slasher was. Louisville's got to have one of them two stepping up right now. Banks inbounding, or excuse me, catches the inbound pass. Up top being guarded by Deedle. Deedle over to Sammons for three. And bang! 47-31. 3 minutes left in the first half. Louisville has to make adjustments.
You know, this is the part where I think we should give some credit to Csba because only a certain amount of this can really be chalked up to player performance. Some of this had to have been game planning on Csba's part because it's not just Slasher being weak. It's Deedle and Slasher being weak. Clearly something's playing into how that's
that point guard
going.
spot.
Yeah.
Not a good take there by Snyder, but that point guard spot for Syracuse is definitely one of their strengths with Banks, and then this big performance by their freshman Harden has been huge.
Yeah, and talking about C-Web's game planning, I would venture and say with complete confidence that top 5 game planner in the league. I mean, he's been a victim of some close games, but he is one of the best game planners in this league. So,
I'd say you put Syracuse in a different conference because the ACC's. Yeah, you can look at the Wearforce Power Index; they're a top conference. Switch them to like an SEC or Pac-12, their record being so much better.
Yeah, and a beautiful pass down low by Banks. I mean, wow. 49-34, minute and a half left in the first half.
That's the part where I say something along the lines of, theoretically, if I won every game, I won every game.
Oh, it's easier when you don't have to play Miami, Duke, North Carolina every other week.
Yeah.
Fair.
Glades with the ball. Glades driving, and he passed out. He had a shot. Not for sure what he was doing. Passes out to O'Shea. O'Shea to Deedle. Deedle for three. And bang! Again, maybe question the process, but can't question the results. 51-37. 1 minute, 8 seconds. Coach Firebird, talk to me about Q's real quick.
Hughes has been doing what they've been doing. Everything's been working out for him for the most part. I don't really have a whole lot of analysis. We've already touched on it.
Great job. In-depth analysis. Coach Rusty, can you try to top that for Louisville?
Hey.
Louisville, it just seems like...
You've already done it. All right, go ahead.
I'd say Louisville seems like there's lack of confidence in their players. We saw them pass out of what would have been a layup. They did get the 3, I'll give them that, but they've been missing open shots. It just something's not clicking right now, and that can be resolved if they can just make a few shots, get a couple stops.
Congratulations to Di Zolling, redeemed 5,000 viewership points. Make sure you screenshot that and post it in the Discord channel. You want to make sure you get that screenshot. No, Firebird, you know we love you and we're giving you a hard time.
I'm aware. I'm just saying.
No, you're not. We've had this conversation.
Yes, you're D-ware, yes.
I am aware. It's on my birth certificate. You are not, sir. And Bridges, a beautiful layup down low while we're running our mouth. Louisville says we're trying to come back in this game. Proud of them for that. 37 seconds left. Charlie Banks and Q's with the ball.
Legit to quit.
Like that, we have London Bridges on the court, and then a Tyrone London.
Yeah, that is very confusing. Banks driving and puts up the floater off the backboard. Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Central Time, the bank is open. And beautiful dunk. Glades was angry on that one.
That's some good momentum to bring halftime. Big slam like that.
Absolutely. It's a 12-point game, but not. I mean, look at Diedel's defense all of a sudden. It feels like they're stepping it up. That dunk could really light these Cardinals up. The defense all over Banks, and Banks still gets the floater.
Man.
Banks the tank.
That is frustrating. I mean, and there's nothing. Look, Louisville Cardinals, you played the absolute best defense on that play you could have played. And he uses 2K cheat code. That's all there is to it.
Good defense, better offense. Charlie Banks, the champion. Give him some credit. Come on.
I mean, that's just what Banks does. He makes those shots that there is no reason he should make them. Scientifically, the angles, the air
As
atmosphere.
an engineer, I can confirm that shot should have been physically impossible. But
I mean, see,
it happened.
But you also say that you could confirm that Wired gets his referees from a shoe store. So the fact that you're trying to say you're an engineer is very questionable.
I've been at the Foot Locker when he hired him.
Oh, okay. Well, we are the first half in ACC conference tourney. Syracuse right now, after a very close first quarter, is kind of pulled away in the second quarter. They got a nice little lead at halftime. Louisville has started to get a little bit of momentum. They've made a couple nice plays. Let's look at some of these stats. Look at 68% shooting for Syracuse. They've got the offense. They've got the rebound. Pretty much every category goes towards Syracuse. But Louisville can make this comeback. We've seen it happen before, you guys, right?
They were shooting lights out in the first quarter.
We saw some good. They ended the half pretty well too. They do better. I'd like to see some more of that first quarter action come out hot. The second half really.
They started strong. There's nothing saying they can't bring it back and finish strong. Stranger things have happened.
Absolutely. Hey, we appreciate every single one of you that is in the chat right now. And ask that you share with your locker room. I mean, this is conference tourney time. This is when it gets good. We're not far from March Madness.
This is a good game, too.
It is. It's a back and forth game. I mean, momentum's going both ways. It's action-packed, and here goes Banks. He's driving. Step back out. Long two. Not able to get it to fall. And, wow, not what you want to do if you're Louisville right there. Another early foul. And then again, I mean, I think the refs kind of need to let them play. What do y'all think?
I always think the refs need to let them play. There's no reason that these guys shouldn't be able to trade some blows from time to time, especially not when they're going to go on to the Pro League where they get babied like LeBron all the time.
And it is conference play. It's basically the playoffs now, and you want to have a little more freedom for these players to.
They're fired up. They're sweating all over the place. They're having a hard time not throwing the ball somewhere.
Well, there he makes. Tell us how you really feel about it. But wow, I mean, Syracuse though. I mean, they've been the benefactor of a few calls that are maybe on the questionable side, but nonetheless, they have executed, and that's what this game is all about.
Definitely. I think Louisville, they need to call the doctor. Call up Dr. Yost, get him involved down low.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. Yost.
Yost.
No, guys, it was just a Doctor Who joke. It was not. It was not a name pronunciation joke.
And Louisville got the basket. Nice job by Louisville. 57-43 while we have fun. And I'm actually really good friends with Yost, so hopefully he won't be too mad at me. I have defended his name 100 times more than I've made fun of it tonight, so that's saying a lot.
Doesn't count all the other nights, though.
Oh, man. More than I've made
There
fun
we
of it
go.
tonight, so that's saying Wilkerson with a nice dunk.
Wilkerson, I do believe, is a transfer to
He is.
Louisville.
He is. He looking like he's going to make some noise.
Cool. And then,
I
credit.
really love hearing the announcer scream Banks.
Yeah. But this is where you kind of see the experience gap, because you have Banks and Lockhart and Snyder. They've been here. They're all veterans, upperclassmen. Louisville's still a pretty young team, and we talk about Banks. Look at him diving for the ball. Doesn't get it, but that's the kind of championship effort you need out of your star player for Syracuse, and you see that's why they're up 16.
Absolutely. So, Parker, he needs to make a good pass, and right now, I mean, Louisville needs to make something happen, and they need to make it fast. Too much time starting to tick off. Wilkerson passes out to Parker. Defense all over him. He's going to try to drive, not really unadvised, and Lockhart reminded him why it should not have happened. Pass down to Snyder. Snyder with the right-hand layup. Beautiful layup right there.
You might see Snyder and Harden both end with 20 points.
And, I mean, assuming that
Harden's at least 12.
No, he was yeah, I believe you're right.
17. I thought he was at 17 at halftime. I thought that's what it said.
Here,
I don't know how to read.
Hooked on Phonics did not work for Phoenix.
I thought it was Hooked on Phoenix, and I thought I was already done.
Oh, goodness.
Maybe Hook?
Oh, this is why they don't do three-man booths, especially the us three. Bad combination. No, here we go, Louisville, though. I don't see Snyder or Harden not getting player of the game with the current result looking like it is.
Agreed.
And
So are we saying that we're almost definitely going to see Snyder as player of the game?
No, I'm saying if the result holds, I put it if, okay? If the result was to hold and Syracuse was to win, I believe Snyder or Harden have to be the player of the game. But I believe we could easily have Slasher or Glade or someone from Louisville spark a comeback and give Louisville a win at the buzzer.
I think Glades is my pick for Louisville.
Harden for long three, not able to get to fall. Wilkerson with a nice rebound. And here comes Parker driving. Down low to Starks. Starks not able to get the layup, but he misses his shot. Lockhart with the rebound. I thought they had momentum going.
Ooh. Man. Nice
All right.
slam there.
Lots of dunks right in the face.
The coach Misfit
game.
has asked me to take out the if when it comes to Louisville with the comeback. Now, I have to be very unbiased here. As the announcer, and a beautiful pullback, but not able to get the shot to fall. Here comes Snyder. I would love, on a personal level, to see Louisville do well, but this game is good. It's ACC action. I'm all right with whatever happens. I just like seeing good games. Snyder, spin move. Not able to get that to fall. Lockhart the putback, and he is fouled by Wilkerson.
I do like C-Web, but I have to admit, I am a Louisville.
I mean, there is that picture of you with the Louisville tattoos.
No, that's horrible. That's cursed. But I've been to Louisville. I've seen the Yum Center. I like Louisville.
I feel like that
Nice.
picture needs to make an appearance in League Chat again.
Yeah.
That
I
picture's
did-
going to come back to haunt me as I begin my coaching career in the ACC.
Oh, yeah.
Louisville's a great team. Definitely like how they're building. And this is kind of a building block year. It's Misfits' first season at Louisville. I know he had a hard time with recruitment for several reasons, but to still have record he does and to compete as close as he has to some of these teams is very commendable. But Syracuse, I do love C-Web. I love the way he's built the team. Got a personal love for their center, Lockhart. Even though, he had a rough game. What was it, like week 3 maybe? But, that's okay. Sometimes you try to get a little fancy. It doesn't work out.
Their Slasher finally getting one to fall. 4 of 11 shooting. He does have 10 points, but he's had to take a lot of shots to get there.
11.
think you're okay with that volume because of who he is, but you definitely like to see some more efficiency.
Harden out to
Man, no laugh
Lockhart.
on that.
Down low to Boogie, and Boogie was nice there because Boogie could have done a monster dunk. And he didn't. And Coach C-Web says we don't talk about that game.
Yeah. Sorry.
I have to agree, Miss.
And the defense by Q's, Harden with the steal. Harden driving. And he's going to lob it to Lockhart for the two-handed slam. Wow.
Lockhart. See lots of those lobs from his time at Marquette. Still doing it here at Syracuse, their big-time senior. Love that.
The Viking. Yost, the spin move. Pump fake. Yost puts it up and one. Boogie with the foul. Hey, look, 71-49. You know, right now, Louisville is really trying to make sure that they get into March Madness, right? There's a couple close teams, and even if they don't get a win here, they need to have a solid second half, really, because if they lose here, this will be the last game before Selection Sunday. So they need to make sure they're leaving a strong impression. So there's a lot left to play for right now, and leave it to Yost to help lead that.
This truly is the definition of playing for.
Yeah. I mean,
Louisville.
I know I'm not playing next week playing for pride style. I'm playing because I love this team and I want to make sure we see the championship.
And I am calling it right now. If that is not the assist of the game, State Farm is fired. I'm canceling the endorsement. I mean, behind the back spin pass from Harden to Boogie for a dunk. Beautiful.
Harden's just having fun out there.
Yeah, and the and one. I haven't even mentioned and one, but that was an and one. Beautiful.
Yeah, great finish. Yeah, like you said, but Boogie repping the 2K shoes. Come on, Steve. We got to change it.
Just let him play. Where was the foul?
Bridges with the rebound. Fox has it, passes over to Deedle. Deedle behind the key for three. Bang!
Need that.
Coach Misfit, it happens sometimes. And look, I mean, there's still plenty of game left. We've seen crazier happen.
Say, like I said about Syracuse, being in a tough conference, Louisville, they've played a lot of these teams close up until the fourth quarter, then where we see the talent gap start to come in. No offense to them, but
boy, I know
put
that
them in an SEC or a Pac-12, and I bet they do a lot better. I keep dogging on those conferences, but it is what it is.
Harden.
The Pac's here.
Right.
I
think somewhere someone's saying that UConn couldn't hang in the Pac-12. I think I heard someone say, but not for sure.
Yeah, they're entitled to their opinion.
Glades passes down to O'Shea. O'Shea with the beautiful shot. He's fouled. Not able to get the and one. Boogie's starting to get himself in some foul trouble, though.
Yeah, only two, and you're not concerned if you're Syracuse.
I mean, two pretty close together. Look, I'm trying to
be honest.
I'm trying to build the drama
here. I really don't
here.
think there's anything to hang your head about in this game. Like most of the issues, I don't really think are. I think it's just a bad sim for you guys, if I'm being honest.
No, look, this.
It's a dirty word.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think that's what it is.
I know it's a dirty word. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that this game would have been much closer otherwise. I'm not trying to buy into the everything's a bad sim when something's not working out crap. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I've seen this Bill team firing on all cylinders and this 80.
Yeah, they've got cold in some of the games, in some of the parts. And look, here's what the difference is. When you game plan against Syracuse, you think of Lockhart, you think of Banks, right? Those are your two big names that you have to worry about. And they've got some other guys, but those are the guys that you look for. You don't look for Snyder and Harden. When you have two guys like Snyder and Harden get hot like they are,
job.
Yeah,
they've done an excellent job.
Yeah, you can't
keeping Banks and I lost the other one.
Lockhart.
The Viking.
I'm so used to him being Marquette in my head that I'm still not used to him being on Syracuse.
Me too. Me too.
But they've done an excellent job keeping them to a lower performing game. That's not something that's easy to do.
Yeah, I agree. And
I want to shout out to Syracuse a little bit. You know, their last perform. I got some stats up. Their last game they played, Syracuse won 95-68. So they got Louisville's number this season.
Yeah.
This isn't me saying that Syracuse is bad. That's not what I'm trying to say.
I got you.
Yeah, and this season is the first season that they haven't been real close. You know, last year I think both games were within 3 points of each other. But you know, I would like
Ware and the Diddles on that team too. This is a rebuilding Cardinal team. It's
yeah,
okay
beautiful take by Glades right there. A 14-6 run, but high off the backboard. I would like to give props as whoa. Okay, I'm gonna give props to that before I talk about what I was gonna talk about. Beautiful pass and finish, but senior point guard for Louisville, Austin Deedle. He stuck it out with this team. He's played all 4 seasons with Louisville. His freshman year was a little bit rough, no wins, and went through the rebuilding process, had some success. This year, maybe a step back a little bit, but nonetheless, extremely proud of Deedle for hanging tough with Louisville and being a true ambassador of that team.
Unlike a certain small forward that was there for 2 seasons.
So we're gonna start throwing shade. Okay. And that's the end of the third quarter. I would normally relegate this part.
You just happen to find yourself under a tree.
I would typically relegate this to somebody in the booth, but you know what? I'm going to act like I'm by myself right now and say, throw your 4s up in chat. It is the ACC Conference Tournament, and we got Louisville, Syracuse. Let's see some 4s up in the chat. Coach C. Webb's already got his 4s. Willie D. Jim Bob. What's up, Jim Bob? Appreciate you throwing your 4s up. Those are the only 3 that have thrown their 4s up. I can't see any other 4s. So,
man, they let anyone in here, don't they?
I mean, you are here, sir. Oh,
Not
good.
me and Jim Bob in here.
We got 24 people in stream. Downtown Dory, King Misfit. Thank you guys for your 4s. Let's see some more 4s. Louisville starts with the ball down by 20, but they made some nice plays in the end of the third quarter. Let's see if they can carry that momentum. Parker with the ball to O'Shea. O'Shea to Glades. Glades for 3. Not able to get it to fall. He fell, but the ball didn't. Yeah.
Only 1 3-pointer by him.
Snyder with a nice take right there. Yeah, I'm here. It's me. It's me. Now they're talking about letting anybody in. Here comes Mears.
Hey, man.
O'Shea with the ball. O'Shea with the wide open shot. Gets it to
my
fall.
presence.
Who?
I want to shout out to Misface. Said he had a season 1 rebuild like halfway through with Maryland. Shout out to Maryland. They had to rebuild Oregon. Did a great job with that program. So I definitely believe in this Louisville vision. I mean, for any prospects watching this game, Louisville is definitely a team to have on your radar.
Oh,
I love the Terrapin gang.
Yeah, and talking about Louisville, though, it started out beginning of recruiting. Glades was by himself. Then he got himself one of the biggest freshmen last year as far as most active in Yeezus. And so really excited to see what Yeezus does in a full off season to be able to help Glades. I think it could be really good. So definitely this year may have not gone the way that we all would have liked to see Louisville have, but it's going up. There's no question asked. Yeah, you are going to make some noise there with King Misfits. We agree with you. Louisville making some substitutions as Q's not able to get the first free throw to fall.
And Syracuse is kind of built to try to win right now with their 2 seniors and Banks and Lockhart. And like I mentioned earlier, their experience is just ahead of Louisville right now. And it's going to be very interesting to see how they match up.
Damn, Mears, I see how it is.
Speaking of State Farm, she sounds hideous. And that goes to Mir's statement.
Damn.
So whoever wins this game will move on to play the Miami Hurricanes. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Only remaining undefeated team.
Yeah, and you know Miami is... either way, Miami knew they're going to have a dogfight. Salmons with a beautiful 3. I mean, both Syracuse and Louisville played Miami really well this year.
Yeah.
And Talani said it best right there. He just doesn't quit talking about Coach C-Webb. Parker for 3. Beautiful shot right there. 19-point game.
I believe the experts would say that he's too legit to quit.
But that's the second time you've tried that. It didn't work the first time. It didn't work the second time.
I don't care. I love that reference.
But we need you to be good enough to quit. Just
Never.
don't say it again.
Never.
And a beautiful drive. Wow. And a left-handed take. I mean, I'm not for sure how he got through all that traffic just now, but he did.
I don't even know how.
Great analysis.
How does that
Slasher for 3, not able to get to fall. Starks, the little man with offensive board, not able to get to go back up though. Oh, refs, let him play.
I mean,
Wilkerson foul.
that one might have been legit.
You say that? I give it.
Look, this is XFL and college basketball combined. Let him
Oh
play.
man, that'd be insane.
Be like that trampoline ball.
Yeah, that's fun.
How it should be played.
Charlie Banks going to go to the line for 2 free throws. So we hope you guys are enjoying the ball game tonight, enjoying the broadcast. Charlie Banks makes the first one. I know it's very... I'm sorry, go ahead. Oh, wait, no, no one important. Wait. No, go ahead, Coach.
Hey, that one wasn't at me.
Louisville might be the victim of just Syracuse having their best game of the season. They're on pace at 100.
Well, 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. They're down by 9. I think 9 points in 5 minutes and 40 seconds is feasible. So, great job going on a limb with that analysis.
We've seen it not.
I think Louisville, if they play with enough of a chip on their shoulder, can prevent getting scored 100 on.
No, I mean, look, no matter what defense you put on Syracuse right now, they're making their shots. That's the issue Louisville's running into. Look at right there, Lockhart. I mean, covered Parker all over him, and a beautiful take by Lockhart, the Viking. That's one of his first baskets tonight.
Yeah, that big lob. But yeah, he's definitely been more of a defensive guy, and that's definitely a role he fills in very well.
Yep. Yost out to Slasher. Back to Yost. It's going to be a 2. Beautiful shot.
Need to
Those
scoot
deep
back just a
twos
little
hurt
bit.
my soul. Snyder's already at 20.
Yeah, and I'm sure Harden's got to be pretty close to it. But we do hope you guys are enjoying this 3-man booth. We're all 3 of us are pretty good friends. We like to have fun with each other. They're friends because they have nobody else. I'm friends with them.
This is your idea of fun?
Lockhart, he got his badge activated.
Yeah. Okay, they're definitely at 100. And Csba even said they might even be in striking distance of 113. That's the magic number. That's the record.
I mean, I guess it could happen, but Starks for 3 and gets it to fall.
Dang.
Snyder on the sideline tried to make it not happen. Got in his ear, was whispering sweet nothings to him, but Starks was not having it. And Banks drives, not able to get to fall, but he gets his own board, puts it up. And just like that, it's 97.
Yeah, that 113's starting to look more and more realistic.
Charlie Banks, 13 points. It's been a quiet 13 points.
We're only talking about another 16.
And there's Starks. I'm not for sure how he reached the rim just now, but kind of looked like Muggsy Bogues dunking right there, but he did.
And a little man with a big number.
97-75, 3.5 minutes left. This is the first of 3 games. We still got another big one coming up next. It's got a lot of implications on possibly who makes March Madness. Oklahoma State at West Virginia. That one Again, Oklahoma State is one of those teams. They could fall either way. A loss could put them towards more of possibly being out of it. A win could maybe push someone else into not making it. So, going to be exciting to see what happens with that game. And our last game of the night, it's going to be fun, you guys. I believe Dickie's on the call for this one. It's going to be Baylor and Texas Tech, a huge game for Big 12 implications. So, what are you guys looking for in those games?
I'm looking to see what Mac does in one of his last times at the helm.
And I hate to interrupt you, but breaking news. As I called early, Snyder is the player of the game.
Doesn't surprise me. I mean, he's been doing it all. Harden was awesome that first half, but
Yeah, he fell off.
Snyder's been great the entire game, yeah.
So 3 big games, or 2 more big games, and a pass down to Snyder. Snyder's going to put an exclamation point on the player of the game. Beautiful pass.
That's Harden passing to Snyder, too, so he's kind of hurting his own chances.
Yeah. 3 minutes left. Syracuse with 99. I don't see 113 happening, but Yost for 3, and Yost gets a 3 to fall.
Yeah,
Louisville
bring back just a little.
Yeah, Louisville making this game a little bit closer. Here comes Harden. Harden going to drive. Steps back. I thought he was going to take it.
I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
I was going to say, so Louisville, or not Louisville, Syracuse having a fantastic game. They're hot and they're firing. And they're about to go into Miami, who just had a bye week, so they haven't played in a few weeks. Who do you think that's more of an advantage for?
I think it's actually an advantage for Syracuse. I'd imagine that Connor's been spending a lot of time simming, but I think that kind of gives a leg up to C-Web. C-Web's sitting here game planning for Louisville to turn around and game plan Miami. I with it being C-Web, I think the advantage goes to him. My take.
You know, I don't know. Here's the thing: if you're Connor, you don't know who you're playing, so you can't really be running sims.
Exactly.
Because Louisville and Syracuse are 2 different guys. You know, they're completely 2 different teams. They're built differently, but at the same time, I mean, Syracuse. This has been a battle for them, and they've exerted a lot of energy. You know, I think it's going to go either way. Because they both know each other really well. Those games are always extremely close. I think just about every single season, one of Miami's closest games of the year are always Syracuse. So it's going to be one of those fun games. It's going to go down to the final shot.
Typically what happens when Giants fight.
Snyder with the 2-handed dunk. The Viking with a great pass, and Snyder is not done scoring. I believe that is 24 on the game. 152 left. Syracuse has broke the 100-point mark.
3 threes, boys. They can do it.
Needs to come out and paint a picture of that.
Slasher, what a take by Slasher. That was a beautiful spin move.
If they can keep taking it in transition, I can see it happening. I really can.
Well, speaking of transition, Banks with a nice take. 16 points and 9 assists for Banks. He's closing down a double-double. Whoever he passes to better not miss his shot.
And, you know, this has been a great role for Banks.
Whoa.
I wonder if it's something they intend on.
Looking like a quarterback with that pass.
But, you know, Banks is one of the leading scorers in CSBA with his volume. And I know he's still got 16, but that 9 assists is very impressive. And definitely kind of throws a wrench into what Miami might think of him.
Absolutely. Here comes Sammons. He has the ball.
Go for 3.
Three. Get the ball to Banks. Let Banks try to get that double-double. I mean, you've got the win. It's 105-84. There's Banks. He's got the ball. He's going to pass it. But no shot, so no assist.
Nope. 113 is unachievable now.
Yeah, I'd say so. Wilkerson,
not scoring on that one, did it?
Yost with a beautiful 3. Hey, look, 87 points in a game most nights is going to give you a win.
Yeah.
Or pretty doggone close
easily.
to it. or you're going to be right there at it at the buzzer. 87 points is nothing to be sad about. And right now, Syracuse has just had the better game. Banks not able to get that to fall. Slasher with the rebound. Slasher pushing. And he's going to pump fake. He's going to put it up. And I can't tell if it's Snyder or Lockhart, but they both hit him, so the ref decided to call travel.
I think that's the first travel call I've seen in my entire career.
Well, Harden,
pretty rare.
Harden traveled earlier on a drive, and they didn't call it. He took a couple steps and a couple jumps, but here's Harden with the ball. He doesn't have to shoot, and this will wrap up the first game of the night.
I still think
at least they're not sitting at 112 and holding the ball.
Yeah.
That would be frustrating. I mean, if they had 112 points and they're just all sitting on the ball right now, I mean, I know you're Louisville. And
or if they matched the 113 and they're just sitting there dribbling.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. Nonetheless, it would have been frustrating, right?
Yeah.
Well, that is a wrap. Game 1 in the books. Louisville not able to hold off Syracuse. Syracuse with the big win. They will move on to play Miami. What's it called? What are you talking about, Webb? I don't know if you're talking about the traveling or what you're talking about, but
I think he's talking about the traveling.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm about to say now. Come on now. All right, well, let's look at the team comparison. I'm going to let you guys do all the talking on this. Rusty, you take Syracuse. Larry, you take Louisville.
Okay. So, Syracuse did a great job scoring. Only 5 3-pointers. It's definitely interesting, but they got to the line a lot. 12 points off those. Fast break's been good. Dominating in the paint. 64 points. That's definitely a lot. Sharing the ball well. Rebounding well. Blocks, steals, just about everything well. And 0 turnovers. That's good.
I'm really impressed with the 13 for 18 3-pointers from Louisville. That's an incredible night. A 72% on 3 points. That's unreal. Like, any other night against almost any other team, you're walking away with it. 40 points from the bench is also just unreal. But the 6 turnovers with no points off of them, the turnovers are huge. But yeah, that's all I've got here.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's move on to the box scores. And we are going to look at Louisville first, the visiting team. Slasher, 14 points, a rebound, 8 assists. He almost had a double-double himself. Yost, 13, 1 and 1. Glades, 13, 1 and 2. Let's see, Deedle, 12 points. Pretty good showing for him. 3 assists. Seeing a lot of these guys have turnovers, I think that's a big thing. Parker, 9 points, a rebound, 2 assists. Fox, 8 points and a rebound. He was 3 for 3 on shooting, though, so including 2 for 2 from three-point land. Stark, 7 points, a rebound, 2 assists. Wilkerson, 4 points, 6 rebounds, and a block. Bridges, 4 points, 6 rebounds, and assist. And O'Shea, 3 points, a rebound, and an assist. So, what's your thoughts on Louisville in their line there, Larry?
I think they did a really good job of sharing the love tonight. You had everybody in the ballpark at 10 points. Like, that's pretty great.
Yeah, 4 guys in double-doubles, yet, 1 at 9, 1 at 8, 1 at 7. So, 3 more. Really, there's 7 out of the 10 guys right there at 10 points. So, I think that's a great analysis. I'm glad you can identify your numbers. And so Rusty, let's take a look at Syracuse.
Do it.
And we're not even going to give Larry Firebird an opportunity to respond. Snyder, 24 points, 5 rebounds, and a block. Harden, 21 points, a rebound, 6 assists, 2 steals. He was active all over the court. Responsible for 33 points. He was plus 15. He easily could have been player of the game. Actually, I kind of feel like he had a better game than Snyder. I think he should have been player of the game. But
Yeah, well, a lot of those assists went to Snyder.
yeah, but even bigger, let's look at Charlie Banks, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, responsible for 36 points. That was phenomenal. Harden,
That's astronomical.
Harden was 8 of 10 shooting. I really kind of feel, not that Snyder had a bad game. My personal vote would have gone to Harden. Salmons, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. 6 for 7 shooting. A good night there. Lockhart, 8 points, 8 rebounds, an assist, a steal, 3 blocks. He was a big man down there. Shine, 8 points, 2 rebounds, an assist. And Grosjean, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. Boogie, 6 points and 2 rebounds. And London, 1 point, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and a steal. And then Devontae Wilson, 2 assists. Rusty, talk to me about Syracuse here.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta look at the top. Their high scorers, their stars really shine. Snyder, well, Banks and Lockhart, I always consider the face of the Syracuse team, but it's great to see Snyder had a huge performance like this, and then Harden come up like that, and Salmon's had a great game. If they can get those guys to really step up like this against Miami, watch out.
So I know not everybody can do this, and I don't mean to brag or show out here, but I did some math. Snyder, Harden, Banks, 93 points responsible for between the three of them. Three guys, 93 points. And
That's unreal.
You expect Banks to be have his name in a group that does that. There's no, you expect that. But Harden and Snyder are not the other two guys you expect to be with them to put 93 points up.
You would expect it to be Lockhart and Shine, really. And to Banks to be such a good playmaker, and he is very efficient, 7 for 12. Then I had to look at a lot of stats with the point guards, and his efficiency is a little bit lower than all of them, but having a game like that is very impressive. And if he can keep playing like that, then we might be seeing the championship Charlie his senior year trying to bring back that magic.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you guys, any last words before we head out of here so we can get ready for our next game, Oklahoma State at West Virginia?
Thanks for having me. Absolutely nothing to hang your head about, Louisville. You are, without a doubt, one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league. Yeah.
Yeah, and thanks for inviting me in. Wasn't expecting to be here tonight, but it's fun. My two buddies, Ware and Demon Deacons Phoenix. Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, well, you guys, we appreciate all you guys. Make sure you tune in for the next game. Don't forget about the late night game. But this is a CSBA, and just like that, we're out.